to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by, spending a few minutes of your time here with me today. I got a little drive back home from school, so y'all taking the ride with me, I figure why not, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just finished out another week at barber school. I feel real good about it. Like I said, I told y'all this morning that I had a cut lined up for 12. They came in, it was actually like a high school age dude who really wanted a haircut that made it look like he didn't get a haircut. You know, it was like a real shaggy kind of thing, a little bit shorter in the back that got longer up here on the top so you can, you know, pull down the fringe over your eyes and stuff. So I did that, and then I got surprised at 3 o'clock with a head shave. That was my first one of those ever. It was like a head shave and a facial shave or whatever. That was the first time I ever had to do one of those, and it went well. Just like everything else, it took me a while or whatever, but I finished it, bro, and that's what it's all about for me right now. I just keep telling myself, you know, I just got to get through it. Just get through it, you know what I'm saying? Because my nerves, bro, man, when I know that a client is coming and I got to cut their hair, I start getting so nervous that my stomach gets upset. My palms are sweating, bro. I'm starting to shake. I feel like I might pass out or something. I need to sit down somewhere for a little while. You know what I mean? And I really what I want to do is run away. I want to literally pack up all of my supplies, bro, and hit the door and go home and skip it. But I just tell myself, you just got to get through this, bro. Like, everybody's been through here. It's cool going to barber school because, like, there's like an initiation process, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be different, like, at each school you go to. But, you know, everyone's got that first haircut that they do, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times it takes a little while, and you know, the nerves are always there. You have to get through this. This is like part of the initiatory process of becoming a barber, you know what I'm saying? And I'm enjoying that. But I have to remind myself to just get it done, bro. Just get through this cut. And one of the thoughts that's been helping me out with that is that it's all by design. That's why I titled this video, It's All by Design, because that's how it feels to me. It feels like, let me see if I can word this correctly, right? It feels like every client that walks in the door and comes to me for a haircut or a shave or whatever, these are the haircuts that are predestined for me. These are the haircuts that are coming to me on purpose, like by the barbering gods, bro. The barbering gods are sending certain clients to me that are the exact clients that I need to become the barber that I would like to be one day. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm trying to envision it. Every client that comes in, I'm not really looking at it as a challenge. I'm looking at it as an opportunity, bro, and sort of like a stepping stone. Like, I know I'm gonna have some problems. I know it's gonna take me a while. I know I'm gonna have to ask for help. Shoot, I might even make some mistakes that need to be corrected by a teacher. But as long as I'm doing it, I know that I'm getting a little bit closer and closer to where I want to be as far as being a barber is concerned, right? And it's like, that sort of is just a faith kind of thing for me. I have faith that you know, God is working behind the scenes and is trying to get me right, you know, working on me. As I work on myself, God's meeting me where I'm at. And so it feels good, but that's how I'm having to treat every day. You know, just get through it this time. You know what I'm saying? It might be hard this time, but every time it's going to get a little bit easier. Every time you're going to remember things that you were having trouble remembering last time. You know what I'm saying? You're going to give the client a more satisfactory experience next time. Just get through this one, bro. It's all by design. You know what I'm saying? And I've actually adopted that attitude in most areas of my life, that is by design, bro. The challenges, the obstacles, the opportunities that present themselves to me, these are predestined. These are the things that I need to go through, or that I need to experience in order to grow as a human being, or grow in whatever area of life that I'm trying to grow in. You know what I'm saying? And it really helps me keep a positive mindset, stay on track, and keep moving, bro. I keep growing. Every time I cut every time I cut a head of hair, I'm learning stuff. You know what I mean? And that's cool. So it was dope today. Yo, what's going on? I see somebody join the live. I've been here talking to myself. But yeah, man, I titled this video "It's by Design," and that's because I've been struggling at barber school, like to get cuts done, to get through cuts, because I get really nervous. And to get through it, I have to keep telling myself, man, just get through this cut, just get through this cut. And the attitude that I've adopted towards that is seeing it like almost like the gods of barbering have placed this client in my chair on purpose to get me closer to being the type of barber that I'm trying to be. You know what I'm saying? And I've adopted that philosophy in most areas of my life, man. Hey, what's going on, bro? How you doing? It's the weekend for me now. I'm getting ready to just relax for the weekend, probably fish a little bit. But yeah, that's how I view everything in my life nowadays, bro. Every opportunity, every challenge, every obstacle, it was put there on purpose. This is the type of experience I need in order to grow and evolve, to get closer to that person that I'm trying to be. You know what I mean? And I'm bringing that attitude right into barber school with me to get through these cuts. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Same, not too bad, bro. I've been worse for sure. Yeah. But it's wild being at barber school because there's like, you know, I had mentioned this a minute ago before you got in here. Hell yeah. Yeah, I feel you, bro. You too. But, you know, this shit, like, I get so nervous before those cuts that I want to run out the back door. You know what I mean? I just want to pack up all my stuff and go, but I know I can't do that, so I just got to get through it. I have to keep on reminding myself about that. Just get through it. Just got to get it done. But everybody kind of goes through this initiatory phase when you're learning anything new, but specifically I'm talking about barbering, right? Like everybody has that first cut that they've got to do, and those nerves hit. You know, you take too long or whatever. It's like this strange process, you know, that we all go through and learning to become barbers. It's like I'm being initiated into a guild of barbers. You know, it's cool, bro. I feel like I belong somewhere. I like barbering. But I went into school today, I was like, bro, I don't want to do any shear work. You know, I don't want to pick up them scissors, bro. I'm trying to get a nice fade and just work with these clippers. But my first client that walked in, bro, all he wanted was nothing but shear work. I had to scissor cut the whole head, but it turned out legit. The haircut was pretty good. He'll be fresh when he goes back to school or whatever. And people tip me. I'm just a student. I probably am not even doing a great job, but people are dope. Tip me, send me out with some cash. That's cool. But my wife is also a barber, so I got support all around as far as that barbering is concerned. But that's the opportunity. It's weird because I had never pictured myself as a barber or wanting anything to do with hair. I never had a burning passion. Man, shoot, the little high school kid that I cut today, he tipped me like $3 or $4. When I shaved somebody's head, he tipped me $20. And yesterday I did a cut. I think the guy tipped me like $5, just like a low skin fade. But that was dope. I don't expect it. But the dude with the head shave, I put him to sleep in the chair. He was sleeping while I was shaving his head. So it couldn't have been that bad, you know what I mean? And I didn't make it bleed or anything. So, yeah. It's scary though, touching somebody with that blade for the first time. But I've shaved myself a bunch of times too, so. Yeah, it was pretty wild, but I think that kid, he's actually been coming to the school to get his haircut for a while, like Honeycomb's haircut too, so yeah, they must have put him on game that, you know, you tip the guy working on you or whatever. But that was cool, man. Yeah, the teachers, they always tell me I'm doing a good job and shit, but I feel like they're lying to me, but that's their job, they gotta get you through it too, so. But it's kind of crazy, like, Because if I'm working on somebody I know, like I cut my nephew's hair at home, and none of that fear plays a part, you know. Is my nephew, we're cool, whatever, so I just cut his hair and it goes smooth. I don't run into so many problems. But as soon as I have like a real client, it's like I know I'm afraid to really touch them with the clippers and stuff. And yeah, like I think I've done 4 clients now, 4 people's hair, and each out of them 4, 3 people out of the 4 told me I was light-handed and, you know, not to be afraid to put pressure on them and stuff like that. So I'm trying to improve in small ways. But what you got going on, bro? Are you in school? Do you work or anything like that? I don't work. I haven't worked in like 2 years or more. I haven't had a job. I've been a stay-at-home dad. Now I'm doing this barbering school. So I've been kind of just enjoying life, trying to get my mind right. I had to quit like a corporate job that I had. I worked there for like 8 years because that shit made me want to kill myself. I ain't gonna lie. So I quit it. Fuck it. I didn't even have another job lined up. I just was like, this is it. I gotta go, or else I gotta go. You know what I mean? Stay-at-home patient? What do you mean by that? Or probably meant to say parent, maybe? Stay-at-home parent? Yeah, I don't know if that's what you meant, stay-at-home parent, but and I enjoy staying at home with the kids, bro. That was a blast, and I learned a lot just by spending so much time around these kids. Oh, a medical patient and a doctor's constantly. Oh shoot. Okay, I see. Well, dang, bro. Glad you're here. I hope everything's going all right. But yeah, I don't want kids. Shit. Yeah. Well, hopefully you don't have any, bro, because a lot of people only discover that after they have kids. After they have kids, then they're like, I don't want kids, bro. I don't even like kids. What's going on? You know what I mean? But kids are rough, bro. Like, yeah. It's like, get a plant, bro. Get a plant for sure. Get a plant. And it's crazy though, because some people that I know, the ones that are like, I want kids so bad, those are the ones where you're like, you should just chill, bro. Please don't, you know? But yeah, I don't know. That's how it is. People should be real careful having kids, because that shit's crazy. Now I'm rethinking it. I'm not even buying any more animals, bro. So, you know, I'm not getting any kids. But my kids, my daughter, she's 4. My wife and I, we have adopted her nephew. He's also 4. And then I have a 13-year-old son. But my 13-year-old doesn't live with me. He's out of state, lives with an aunt and uncle and stuff like that. That's probably a permanent setup there. But he's actually coming to visit me at the end of next month. We're going to kick it. But, and 4, that's a hard age, man. And kids are weird, bro. I was just talking to somebody about it today, and I've heard people talk about it before. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I was talking to somebody about this shit today, but it's like kids, they think in the affirmative, like everything is yes. Everything is yes. It's kind of like, I've heard people say that about God too, like God always answers in the affirmative. God is always saying yes. That's how these little kids' brains think. Like, because I'll tell my little nephew, he's out there throwing dirt, I'll be like, don't throw the dirt. No throwing dirt. And he says, okay. And then throws another clump of dirt. I'm like, bro, I just said no. But in his head, it's like all he hears is, don't throw the dirt. Throw the dirt. Throw it. You know what I'm saying? But it's been difficult for me to transition like with that with my nephew in law or whatever. But we get along pretty good. He's just way different than my daughter, so it's kind of difficult to manage and balance this out between both of them. Like they each need a different kind of discipline, and they both, like different kinds of food and all that stuff. You're telling me, bro. It's hard for me to imagine I was ever a kid like that. But hey, I call my mom frustrated about it sometimes, like what the kids are doing. The kids are acting crazy. She's like, oh, you were doing the same thing. You know what I mean? Acting crazy. I know I put my mom through hell though. But yeah, it is what it is. Kids are rough, bro. And it's kind of like, it almost feels like karma for me personally, because like I wasn't really around for my oldest son. I was kind of out of the picture when he turned 2, and then I was back in the picture kind of around 5 years old, and we been visiting and talking on the phone all the time, like ever since then. But someone else has been taking care of my kid, and now I gotta help take care of somebody else's kid. So it almost is like this full circle kind of like weird thing, or at least that's a thought that helps me deal with it or whatever, you know what I mean? Because I'll be honest with you, I was like, no. Like when the option came up, they were like, hey, this little kid needs somewhere to go. I was like, no. It sounds like I'm an asshole, but I'm just being honest, you know what I mean? And realistic. Like if you want to do the best that you can for the kid, like there's probably, goddamn, there's got to be a better option than me. But it is what it is, I reckon. Oh man, this car, the AC, bro, it like only halfway works. It's killing me out here in Texas, man. What can you do? At least I'm not freezing. Whatever. Yeah, and this car is so loud. I've never went live before. Today was the first day I went live, so whoever you are, you're the first person that's ever been on a live with me and stuff like that. And I appreciate you for popping in here. But I got this long drive in this car. This car's loud and rattly, you can probably tell, so I can't listen to music. I can't listen to a podcast or anything, so I figure I'll throw on the live and just talk to myself. Hey bro, what the hell is Corey? Yeah, I thought maybe I knew you, but what's up, dude? You're supposed to say that at the beginning, dog, so I know I'm not talking to you like a random person. Yeah, but for real, I never went live before, dog, so I appreciate you being in here, though. That's cool. Yeah, but that shit was crazy today. I had to shave that dude's head, and his beard and everything is like thicker than mine, bro, and like harder hair, more coarse, more dense. Coco, all right, I'll start calling you that then. Yeah, but that shit was cool. I did not get nearly as discouraged today as I did yesterday doing that shit, because I almost left my client in the chair twice yesterday. I was like, fuck this, but I stuck it out, just got through it. But today it didn't hit me like that. I was all right sitting there. But the shit, that long haircut I did today took me like right around 2 hours for that. That's a lot of just standing there doing that. Don't call you that, why not? Yeah, you were tripping me out, bro. When you said, I thought about it for a second, but I thought you meant I'm a stay-at-home parent, but you said stay-at-home patient, and I started wondering. I was like, okay, yeah, now it makes sense. Yeah, now it makes sense, bro. Well, you got like a doctor, like there on call type of thing? I didn't know that. Or you're just being, probably monitored real heavy and shit. It's insane how life can change in such a short time, bro. Like from when you were, however old you were, 16, 17, to the transformative experiences that you've gone through since then, bro. That's insane. Like, it's wild, bro. Life is crazy as shit. Yeah, I think honestly, bro, I still don't think that like I've totally comprehended or wrapped my head around all of the stuff that you've been going through. To be honest with you, I don't even know if I could. Yeah, I guess that's true, man. A lot has changed for me too. With the goddamn kids and now going to barber school and shit like that. But I will never, bro. Not even upon the imminent threat of death will I return to Papa John's, bro. I'm not even buying pizza or looking at a Papa John's. I wish death on every Papa John's that I see. I hope that they close down. Yeah, the mustaches have changed, man. So is this hair. But my wife, I'm gonna be a barber. I gotta have this like certain kind of look. I feel like I gotta look like a barber. Yeah, I know that place was torture. But hey, it's kind of the same thing. I guess I had to go through all that to get right too. Maybe experience that side of the spectrum so I can really appreciate what I've got going on right now. And the fact that I will never have to go back there. But hey, dude, are you what have you considered doing, bro? Because I'm sure you could I'm not sure, but maybe you could do something from home, bro, like some kind of computer programming and shit. You and your brother are real fucking smart. You could probably do something like that. Oh my god, dude, you went to Krispy Kreme, dude. I fucking went to Krispy Kreme too, and you're right. It was fucking worse. It was way worse. Digital art, yeah, hell yeah, bro. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that dude, I don't know if you ever met the manager, but Cameron, the GM from Papa John's, he left it. He went to, wait, was it Krispy Kreme? Pretty sure it was Krispy. Yeah, it was Krispy Kreme. He went to Krispy Kreme. Yeah, isn't that some shit, bro? They did the same thing to me. Cause yeah, that dude Cameron went to Krispy Kreme and then he hit me up and was like, "Oh man, this job is dope, bro. You should come over here. They've got a spot or whatever." I took him up on it because honestly, I like trusted him. Me and him were cool and shit. Um, and then like as soon as I took the job, okay, 2 weeks later, the managers at Krispy Kreme started asking me, "Hey, have you heard from Cameron? Because he just hasn't showed up to work in a week." So he basically got me to come over there and like replace him, and then he just dipped. But yeah, they told me all this stuff that because I went to go. I don't know if that's what you mean, a manager, but I was going to become a store manager or whatever, like the GM, and and they told me I was going to be on his salary. They gave me a certain amount of money, and then when I went there to sign the papers, I saw them put $10 on there, $10 an hour. I was like, what the fuck is that, bro? Like, you know what I mean? They told me I was going to be getting paid, and they tried to tell me, oh well, maybe when you get out of training, that's gonna happen. Bro, for 94 hours of work at that fucking place, I got paid $800, and I had to chase their like little district operator down for 3 days just to get my hands on the check. That shit was bullshit. And then they told me that as the GM at Krispy Kreme, at least of those locations, that the manager is responsible for the repairs in that place. Like, so if you got to repaint your doors, that comes out of your pocket. Like if your little donut machine or whatever breaks down, they got that fat ass book for you to read, and you have to learn about every nut and bolt in there and fix it yourself and shit like that. I was like, what the hell kind of job is this, bro? So I quit that shit too. I remember I gave Uriah my 2 weeks notice, and then I called him back in like 5 days because they ended up bullshitting me though anyway. Krispy Kreme, they were like, something came back on your background check, like after they had already hired me and everything. After a week went by, and I told them like I'm not coming in at 3 in the morning, bro, like without a break, because they had me coming in at 5 a.m. and then without giving me a day off, they switched it up and said, all right, now start coming in at 3 a.m. and I'm like, give me a day off real quick, and they said no. So I was like, all right then. And then they, like, when I didn't do it, I kept showing up at 5. They were like, oh, something came back on your background check, and so we've got to let you go. I was like, all right, bro, sounds good. I'll go get paid more again at Papa John's, fuck it. But yeah, that's wild that those places can even get away with certain things like that. And what made it worse was that, like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't saying nothing about nobody, but like everybody one dude that they put me on training with at Krispy Kreme, like the main training, how to make the donuts, like putting, you know, that powder shit in that machine and everything. He didn't speak any English. So he would literally just look at me every day, like, mira, 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 and then be pointing and shit and speaking Spanish. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what the fuck is going on, dog. I'm gonna be home in like 10 minutes, but damn, bro, I wish you could come out to my fucking house, dude, someday and chill, kick it with me. Cause I'm kind of busy with these kids, like carting them around out places and shit. Yeah, bro, people are fucking weird. People are weird, man. My phone's gonna actually die. I'm at 5%. Fuck it, we'll record till it dies, bro. Yeah, but dang, bro, if you're able to get out the house, where I live, bro, is totally family friendly, dog. Like, you could bring your mom out here. We can like cook out, have a bonfire or something like that. We can kick it. But yeah, I got my son's coming down next month to visit me. I don't know if I'm still alive. Is it still alive, bro? Yeah, it must be. Yeah, it's just this spot on the highway. It be messing with the connection, but yeah, so yeah, when my son visited last year, he's like a little round kid, like he's like a little chubby dude and shit. And then I saw some pictures of him a couple weeks ago, and he's like shot up, bro. He's like 5'7" now, thinned out, you know what I mean, athletic build. He's been playing baseball, and I think he's going out for the basketball team. So it's pretty crazy. He looks a lot different. I didn't even really recognize him. Like, when I saw the picture of him at first, I was like, who are they sending me a picture of? You know, this random dude, you know what I'm saying? It turned out that's my damn son. I didn't even recognize him. I got allergies bad. I've had like an allergy attack the last week. And this Allegra is not helping me. Yeah, I think that digital art would be right up your alley. Cause didn't you show me some artwork before? And I had no idea that you were like artistic like that and shit. I don't know why. No, yeah, my son, he does look like me. He looks a lot like his mom too, but it just was just totally unexpected. I was just expecting this 5 foot tall fat kid in the picture, and that wasn't what I got, you know what I'm saying? It was funny. I tried to get my wife, because she's real artistic, I tried to get her into like, I don't really know what you call it, but like graphic design, or like at least like doing logos, or you know, just drawing shit on the computer. I bought her like a graphics tablet and shit like that, and she didn't like, she used it a few times. She actually did make me like a logo back when I was making music and stuff like that, but never touched those things again after that, which was kind of sad because she's really talented also. Yeah, hell yeah, bro. You send that shit to me. Alright, though, I'm about to head out. I'm about to pull into my town now. I'm gonna stop at the gas station and all that. But shoot, I'm gonna be on here like this live, like probably every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, like when I'm driving to school and shit like that. This weekend I'm gonna get me one of those little holders, you know, for the cell phone where you thing can hold the cell phone. Be a little bit more safe, but you know what I'm saying. Because I'm probably oh yeah, they are hard to use, and they get expensive too. Like when you start buying the real sensitive ones with all the little, you know, points of reference or whatever you call it, they start getting kind of pricey. I got her like a cheap one. I'm just kidding. It wasn't cheap. It was just within the budget. You know what I'm saying? It was still cheap. You're not really that far from me though. If you still kind of live in the same area where you live, you're probably like 30 or 40 minutes away from where I live. Oh nah, you did move, didn't you? Yeah, you might be like 45 minutes, an hour away. I'll be honest too, dude, driving into Dallas scares me. It's not as bad as Houston, but it still scares me. I think I've literally only driven through Dallas like literally 4 times. That's because I had to go, you know, through it and then back through it. Only 4 times in the fucking like 10 years I lived in Texas. That's it. Hey, I don't know. I think sometimes I feel like, I don't know, you're probably right, bro. All the crazy fucking people live like in the city like that. And that's where everything goes crazy. When people want to protest and act crazy, they do it in the city like that, right downtown. But it might be dope though sometimes being in downtown. You know, good eats, and entertainment, if you're into that kind of shit. Yeah, driving through Dallas, and Texas in general, it's like probably one of the most like complained about places to drive in. Texas, California, and shit.